I think when you look at the trends right now, I don't want to use the word perfect storm because it makes it sound like it's a bad situation, but it's a perfect connection of a lot of factors right now that are driving some key situations in Saskatoon. We are seeing the benefit, I would say, of a growing, thriving economy. Even if the sheriff of the tariff, the guy down
Right,
south, if I
yeah.
can use that
Yeah,
language
you
here,
sure can, yeah.
even if the sheriff of the tariff is doing what he is south of the border, Saskatchewan is somewhat resilient to that, which has enabled us to maintain that growth. The one trend that I see that's really been beneficial from our economic growth is the fact that we export a lot from this province. We are a province that's blessed with natural resources, but the United States is not our only dance partner. So we've been able over the past decades to diversify, where 45% of our trade is not going to countries named the United States. So that provides a benefit that other provinces don't have. To me, that's giving some stability to the economic structure of the province. To me, that's what's helping, I see, economically to drive some of the impact we've seen that with housing markets, with housing prices, and the real surge we're seeing in the markets.
So earlier this year, you were on CBC. You were talking a little bit about the $1 trillion wealth transfer.
Yes.
I'd love to dive into that a little bit more. I think it's I think it's a great topic, and it really affects us all here. So what is it? Why is it happening, and how long is it going to be here for?
That's a great question. If I knew the answer to the last question, I'd own some investment company or something and be able to really tag the market. What's happening here is, I'd say, if you look generationally, we are in a situation right now where individuals, say, purchased a home 20, 30, 40 years ago. They're in a situation now where they are retiring and maybe selling their property. Some of them might have had farms, and farms have increased in their value. So you end up with this $1 trillion worth of wealth in the economy of people who are selling properties, who are looking for properties. So you got a situation now where are they passing on that wealth to their offspring, to their children, to their grandchildren?
Just from the parents or from that. From that situation.
So two words, ka-ching.
Yeah.
In terms of individuals now who can inherit this property.
Right.
And without there being like an inheritance tax or a wealth tax, again, if you're the recipient of this windfall, it can be tremendously advantageous. It can be the seed money for you to maybe purchase your own property, or you can inherit something that somebody's already had.
Right. So putting in for people in Saskatchewan, how does this really affect that housing market? What can they see that's coming around the corner? Like I see from the supply and demand level of things is that we have a real housing deficiency, is that we're in a deficit right now.